โอเคครับผมนะฮะสวัสดีท่านทุกท่านกันด้วยเลยนะครับกลับมากันต่อนะผมกับ Hogwarts Legacy โอเคไปเรายังมีภารกิจของเซบาสเตียนกันต่อไม่แน่ใจว่าใช่ไหมนะทำไมอย่างนี้ห่างหายกันไปนานนะครับผมช่วงนี้ก็มีเกมต่อคิวกันเป็นแถวเลยได้ข่าวว่า
Professor Weasley is easily my favorite.
ได้ข่าวมานะว่านิวดอนเหรอฝากคลายนิวดอนนะครับเขากำลังจะมีการอัปเดตเป็น60เฟรมไหนทำไมถึงอัพแค่นิวดอนอะไรภาค4ก็น่าจะอัพนะอยากให้อัพภาค4ด้วยมาแล้วเซบาสเตียนอยู่ไหน
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
เดี๋ยวนะผมไม่แน่ใจว่ามันต้องเลือกข้อไหนนะครับตรงนี้นะหรือจะเป็นฉากนี้หรือเป็นฉากไหนไม่รู้นะที่ว่าเราจะต้องเลือกนะครับผมเพื่อที่จะเรียนเวทนะครับ
I know we had to do it to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I would agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
โอเคไม่มีแล้วนะ เดี๋ยวเควสพวกนี้เข้าไปทำทีหลังได้ โอ้ไกลอยู่นะเนี่ย อันนี้ยังไม่เปิดอีกอะ
All flavour of wicked to be having.
Perhaps I shall scout around Felcroft.
Levioso!
มันเห็นเหรอ เฮ้ยลืมทำกรวดยาเป็นไรมั้ย
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
นี่มันป๊อปปี้ไม่ใช่เหรอเวทป๊อปปี้เหรอโอ้เวทของป๊อปปี้
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something Ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
แปลกใจว่ะไอตอนไม่เล่นเกมไม่อะไรแม่งไม่มีการแจ้งเตือนอะไรอีกแล้วนะพอแตะเกมปุ๊บแจ้งเตือนตลอดมันเป็นอะไรนักหนาวะ
A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
จำได้ว่าไอ้เควสป๊อปปี้นี่มันเป็นเควสตัวเลือกไม่ใช่เหรอ
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone
น่าจะเป็น
worse.
เควสหลักนะ
Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
หรือผมจำผิดวะปกติตอนนั้นผมเล่นเกือบจบแล้วอ่ะผมได้มาเล่นเกมป๊อปปี้
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of these have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here, all sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though, so what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
กลัวอะไรป๊อปปี้
Hogwarts will not serve you well.
Revelio.
What I wouldn't give to be a demiguise right now.
Tell us. Revelio.
Anyone looking for troubles found it in me. Show yourself.
เยอะไหม
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
อ๋อละมาเลยป๊อปปี้มาเร็ว
Revelia.
ของเต็มมาป๊อปปี้
What in Merlin's name? Are those dragons? It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now. And the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word. Given how crowded it is here, how could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
That's it.
โอเคเช่นกัน
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him.
Revelia.
'Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Ah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding. It's been ages since I've found it.
Not quiet enough.
มารู้แล้ว
What have you done?
ใส่เป็นไก่ไปแล้ว
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
ทางไหนวะเอ้าคุณป๊อป
What's
ปี้
going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we? A more hushed approach is likely why.
เ
They've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Hello, Amora.
หยิบมาแผ่นมันคือ
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. Element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
โคตรเยอะ
You're the one we're looking for, ain't you, Laura Friend?
มันเลย
You've made a mistake. Stop right there.
See how you like this?
Stop avoiding me.
Back for more. Not the right. That was writing. Put you in a stew. Shall we?
been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It'd be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
แล้วพี่ไปไงเดินกลับละแล้วเควสล่ะก็ไม่มีอันนี้ต้องไปคุยมั้งคุยในห้องใช่ไหมห้องต้องผสม
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
ไหนวะชั้นไหนวะไม่ได้เล่นนานลืมเดี๋ยวมันต้องทางไหนวะนี่ไม่ใช่นี่ล่ะไม่ใช่นี่ก็ไม่ใช่นี่ล่ะคลาสรูมเราจะอันนี้มั้งมาผิดที่เป็นไรมาผิดที่ที่ผมจะโผล่ตรงนี้ตรงนี้เดี๋ยวนะ อ๋อนี่อันนี้น่าไปที่แต่ก็ไม่ไกลนะถ้าวิ่งมาถูกผีตัวตลกอะขวดกดก่อน
Hello, Deke. You wanted to talk to me?
Indeed. Deek thought you might want to learn how to build a breeding pen so that you can breed beasts.
That sounds a very good idea.
Rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Young beasts are particularly vulnerable to poachers. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to keep the younger ones safe.
I see. And what do I need to do?
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room. One male, one female. Deek suggests rescuing thestrals, as they're at great risk from poachers. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation. They're prized by poachers for their tail hairs.
I've seen thestrals before, but where would I find a pair of them nearby?
Deek has seen some wild thestrals not too far from the Hogwarts grounds. Then you'll need to purchase a spellcraft for the pen from Tomes and Scrolls and gather the materials it requires. Once you've rescued the thestrals and you have the spellcraft, you come and find Deek.
Deek บอกไปตรงนู้นนะค่อยไปนะDeekแป๊บหนึ่งDeekป้องกันลดแต่พลังเวทเพิ่มขึ้นว่ะยังไงดีวะเนี่ยเวทเพิ่มแต่ป้องกันลดเวลาลดแค่อันเดียวเองไม่เป็นไรมั้งคิดว่านะ เข้าไปเก็บเลยนี่นะเข้าไปที่หลังกันไปที่ไหนแน่ๆแหละโวฮอกมิดนั่นไงมาที่ฮอกมิดว่ะนั่นแรกน่าจะเป็นการเอาสัตว์ที่เราจับมาได้ไปขายบ้างหาช่องทางทำเงินร้านแรกเลยร้านนี้มันอะไรวะไม่มีร้านนี้
I was wondering when I'd see you again.
ไม่ใช่สิมาซื้อคอก
Now I can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Let's get back to Deke with the Thestrals.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
ค่อยเก็บตังค์มาซื้อใหม่แล้วกันนะ เงินไม่พอว่ะเงินไม่พอจริงๆมันมีให้ซื้อรางไอ้พวกรางใส่อาหารรางอะไรต่างๆนะก็มีของเล่นดิกข้างบนสิข้างล่างทำไมน่าจะเป็นการผสมพันธุ์มั้งอันนี้เด็กอยู่ไหนเด็กไหนก็มาแล้ว
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time. I've rescued the Thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent. Now, to breed your Thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall. I wonder where I should conjure their pen.
Okay, ข้าวมาด้วย จะมีแบ็กแมนออกมาหรือเปล่าเนี่ยแบ็กแมน
Deke never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those thestrals. Please let Deke know once you've bred them.
There. I'm not going to hurt you. Could you remind me what I'm to do with the Thestrals, Deke?
Release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
Professor Howin will never believe this.
Leviosa! Accio! Leviosa! Accio!